Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us is the Sangean PR-D14. This is an AM/FM stereo portable radio with MP3 player. You can find these selling on Amazon for around $65. If it's not on Amazon, you might find them on eBay as well. I'll have links below. A cool radio. I absolutely love it. In this video, we're going to be doing an evening medium wave band scan. First, we'll go over features. Second, I'll do a size comparison. And third, I'll start cruising the evening band. So here is this Sangean. We're going to explore the AM band tonight. Should be a lot of fun. It's just a great radio. It's one of the few radios my wife likes. She likes this one and she likes the WR2 tabletop model. So yeah, let's check out what the features are on this bad boy. So going to the left-hand side, we have a stereo headphone jack. Auxiliary in, nice. DC input in, 6 volts, 1 amp. Going to the front, we have a cool silver metal speaker grill with a 3-inch speaker behind there. Sangean. Over here we have a LED or LCD display with a LED backlight. Nice. Showing current time is 11:26 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA for the sake of the band scan. Our power button, sleep function attached to it. If you notice, we got quite a few buttons on the front of the radio. They're pretty self-explanatory. Source button. You use the source button when you want to select which band or source, meaning USB or auxiliary in, which is kind of nice. Play mode is for when you're playing MP3s. So you have repeat 1, repeat folder, repeat all, and random. We have alarm 1, alarm 2. We have a menu button and info button, so it does have RDS, even though it doesn't say it on the front of the radio, which you usually do. It says it on the back. But it has RDS information for FM, which is fantastic, so you can cycle that. Of course, you have a clock and a calendar as well, so having a calendar on a radio is fun. I like that. And of course, your menu, in the menu, you can change FM stepping between 50 kilohertz and 100 kilohertz stepping, and AM stepping from 9 kilohertz to 10 kilohertz. You also have 4 FM band plans, 87 to 108, 76 to 90 megahertz, 64 to 108, and 76 to 108. So keep that in mind. So there we are. Scan button. Scan is like a browse feature. You press that and it just goes to the station, stops for 5 seconds, and continues on. You just hit it again to stop it, or a tuning button to stop it. Down here we have 5 preset buttons. You only get 5 presets per band, so you get a total of 10 presets. So what the heck? But you know, kind of harkens back to the old 70s where you just had 5 presets on your car stereo. Remember you had to push them in? I remember that. That was a lot of fun. Here you have little icons, secondary functions when you're playing MP3 mode. You have a folder down, folder up. Pretty handy when you want to cycle through, say, old time radio folder. You have your artist folders, however you set up your drive. Here we have, of course, back, rewind, pause play, and track forward and fast forward. Tuning up and down, browse tuning up and down, and then we have fast tuning up and down. So you can actually press and hold the tuning button and it'll actually go quickly through without stopping, which is fantastic. I love that on a radio. Going to the side here, we have volume control. It's all that's there. Volume control is really nice and smooth. Top of the radio, you can see we got a USB jacket here, and this rubber, and you can see it access the port. You can use one of those little shorties, but you still won't be able to completely close it, unless you kind of have maybe an adapter. I don't know, but it's meant for like the long thumb drives. But there you go, you can use one. FM antenna for FM reception is 27 inches. It's fantastic, like most Sangean radios. They expect excellent FM quality. And going to the back of the radio, we got our little handle here. Now, that's the only handle on this thing. So it's a pretty hefty radio with 4 D cell batteries in it. Yeah, 4 Ds. And that's the only grip you got. You got no little hooks for a strap. You have no handle, flips out. Just that. But it's better than nothing, right? There you go, Sangean PR-D14, RDS. And then, of course, you can see you got your band information there, 4 D cells, which hide behind this little hinged battery compartment. Like, there you go. So, pretty simple to get to. I like that battery compartment. All right, cool. You can lose anything. And, of course, at the bottom, you have 4 little feet there, so it stands up nice and pretty. Yeah, so one my wife likes to take around the kitchen. So, our kitchen radio. So there we are. Let's do a quick size comparison and we'll start cruising the band. Dust that fell on this thing. There we go. I love the white, by the way, guys, because white hides fingerprints. Yeah. CC Pocket in the house. C Cranes. AM FM weather alert. Pocket radio. As you can see, the Sangean PR-D14 is not a pocket radio. Yeah, you can't carry it everywhere. I guess you could. You know, it depends. Here we go. CC Skywave in the house. Nice. Here you are. AM FM weather alert. Air shortwave. Skywave 2. Love it. Skywave 2 added an external antenna jack, which is needed, of course. And last but not least, if you don't have those two radios, we have a deck of cards. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He can spin it like no one can. Iron Man. I can't do the reverse thing. I love it. I was doing a daytime video of this one just recently. Hopefully you guys see it. And they actually played, I was going through the radio and they actually played a record backwards after I did that little thing. So I had fun. Stop having fun, Todderbert. Just play the damn radio. Okay. You know you're going crazy when the cards start talking to you. All right, let's turn it on. So you're greeted with the band. We have our frequency information, signal strength, battery life. Welcome, yes, welcomed. All right, CHLO, Brampton, Ontario, 441 miles. I'm not sure if it's 250 watts still. That's what I've written down here. Coming in clear. Had a great daytime band scan with this. Going to the right. This is Cuba. Yeah, we're picking it up the southeast. So we got CHLO and then we got Cuba, which is 1,700 miles to the south. Out there by the out the ocean. I mean, that's pretty far southeast for me. That's the beauty of medium wave. You can turn it at night in different directions, and you get one station one way, one station the other way, or sometimes you have two stations kind of intermixing. We just gotta wait to see which one overpowers the other so you get information, but very cool to pick up Cuba. Nice. Keep going.
You have the power to prevent an accident. There are 1,000 ways to stop a distracted driver.
540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin, 70 miles to the north, 400 watts.
Lexi spent more than 6 years.
You can null it out.
With help from today's Foundation for Adoption, Lexi now has a forever family. Whoever I see, you can help find permanent home lingering in foster
So we're getting WAK, I can hear them, but we're also getting a little mixture of CBK Watrous, Saskatchewan, which is 1,025 miles to the west here. I just can't turn it much because I'll pick up the station to the north. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep going. I think this is KTRS, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles, 5,000 watts. Current time. We can do our menu. Can't overrun the music there, though. We have calendar. There we go. And then, yeah, you know what? I don't even know if that is St. Louis because that's sounds like an alternative language. I don't know.
Colorado, and then with the Supreme Court.
If I get dinged, you'll hear silence there. 560 WIND, Chicago.
Court stays this that he will be put on the ballot. So he will be put on the ballot in Colorado as of now.
So we have a full strength
the Secretary
there.
of State there was the one being sued to be told to do this. In Maine,
Which is nice. And you notice it says P1, it's preset
where you
1.
could go to the Secretary of State first, and they would have like this.
So yeah, WIND Chicago, the answer, local.
Where she would hear our.
Yeah, this one's like, I think I picked up around dusk. WNAX, Yankton, South Dakota. 460 miles to the south, northwest. And it's 5,000 watts. Okay.
That will transform the deep gloom of the old age into the exuberant gladness of the new age. It's this love that should bring about miracles.
It's got a low tone to it.
That's the clue.
It's actually good for DXing.
And, well, listen, I don't believe in that stuff is capable of every good. And it is a basis for something that I think, while I
okay.
agree with all of it, I don't like international standards and all these things, I do agree with the universal truth. I don't like the Ten Commandments.
I mean, this could be WTCM, Traverse City, Michigan, 215 miles, 1,100 watts at night.
Don't steal. I think these are
Nice.
It's simply not our turn. It's not our turn. We got a taste of it last year. Winning the conference championship and having.
I think this is KXSP. 590 Omaha, Nebraska. 405 miles, 5,000 watts. Southwest.
Talked about doing those things.
Here's WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles, 5,000 watts to the west. Yes, I got my direction right. West, east, north, south. So if I say something else, you can ding me.
Remember, in terms of stuff up, generally when guys get fired, it means there's something really.
KCSP, Kansas City, Missouri, 400 miles, 5,000 watts.
To recognize that, including the teams he left.
Solid down payment. You do not need a credit score to buy a house. You get the same premium, excellent interest rate.
620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
When you do a manually underwritten situation, you're not there.
Yeah. CFCO country music. Chatham, Ontario, 310 miles, 6,000 watts. Of country goodness. The speaker, kind of mixing with CFCO. This is KYFI, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles. I've turned it this far over to null it, and actually St. Louis is that way.
I think there's some people to welcome the Democratic National Convention and the return of NASCAR. Osmond will stay on through the end of the month, and then board member.
Here's a local WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, 75 miles away from me, 1,600 watts, Black Information Network.
On your home for 24/7 news. Again, 640. Want to make a difference?
Cooling engine down. I still remember.
So yeah, you can get some good music in the evening on the AM band, which is awesome. I mean, Nashville's right in the heartland, so WSM 650, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles to the south. I can't hover on the music, but yeah, it's great. That I bet you most people in the States can pick it up, except for those by the Rockies and the other side, the West Coast, kind of blocked by those mountains.
On X, the Twitter machine. I'm working on it this year. I said I was gonna not reply to randoms and anonymous people, but what's the fun of that? What's the fun of that? You know who I am. I don't know who are you. So much to say. I gotta say something. But then
An indexed annuity.
I was trying to tell this one guy about.
Just making sure it wasn't bleed over, but it's not. This is WFAN 660, New York, New York. 750 miles to the northeast.
And of course, there's the Jets fan defending Rob Sala and the Jets, and I'm like, no.
To increase your worth.
Whether the market is up or down, Secure Future Investor can set you up with guaranteed
Full
money
bars.
for life.
So 670 the score, WSCR Chicago, home of the Cubs.
And knowing you're getting that retirement check every single month for the rest of your life.
It's a good thing, I hope.
And one more cancellation just rolled in. Did the weather bed just run out? I've never heard the end of that. So many closures. I feel like we just found the end of the rainbow or something.
Just tuned it when it said JOB, so CJOB, Toronto, not Toronto. I'm trying to remember where this is at. I'll put a pop-up here.
6 to 10 on 680 CJOB.
At Aurora Recovery Center.
Yeah, I want to say it's Manitoba, like 820 miles. I'm just guessing.
With the Aurora Family Program, not only are families visit and connections.
Alright, I might be wrong, but
at Aurora,
it's definitely that direction, northwest. Okay, cool. Comes in clear. We got call letters twice.
About it throughout the course of the year, and they were, finding ways to win games early, but there was nothing consistent.
Canadian station, CKGM, Montreal, Quebec, 763 miles to the northeast.
Well, and remember, that was a narrative when the team was 10-1, where it's okay, they're 10-1, but look at all these
It's a good night. Nice cold night. It's like negative digits where I'm at. Clear skies. Too cold to have any snow or condensation.
Higher than in 2022. So even though the monthly numbers themselves.
WLW 700, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles to the east.
It seemed like there was a few less or a few percentage points less.
A lot of fun with this radio. Yeah, if you guys want to have one of these, definitely pick one up. These buttons, by the way, are hard plastic too. I forgot to mention that. This thing's built to last. This engine has used rubber buttons, but this is definitely a little higher quality.
Never got a never looked.
That gentleman should be WOR, New York, New York, 750 miles.
But it did not say what the turnout is, but I guarantee you it was low.
Water break.
Because nobody's going anywhere in this kind of weather.
Well, obviously, that's not 100% true. We just heard from a guy who walked half a mile for coffee. So.
Well, that's when you need coffee, you need coffee.
Well,
720 WGN.
And he could do it, but I don't know why he wouldn't have himself covered properly.
Yeah.
That's another story for another time, but
yeah, you just multiple layers and you're gonna be fine. That's what you gotta learn. You live in the Rust Belt. Alright.
On the shelf, some Devil Blues with Robert Johnson. Ethel Waters, Get Up Off Your Knees. And trying to find a soulmate's really hard. It is like trying to find a piece of hay in a needle stack.
CFZM, Zoomer Radio. Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Yeah, another great station to listen to. It's almost like, what do you listen to? Do you listen to this? Do you listen to that? It's like, do I listen to Nashville? Do I listen to Zoomer Radio? Probably Zoomer Radio. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you can't beat that.
In Washington, D.C. right now, you have a president who, we don't know if he even knows where he's at. We don't know what he's doing. The only thing that excites him is the chocolate ice cream and the chicken parm he ate.
Hey, who wouldn't be excited about chicken parmesan and some chocolate ice cream? President or not, man. WSB, Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles.
Biden didn't know that.
This guy is just some radio jockey. What does he know?
Living in this
absolutely bizarre.
Sorry, I know. I should be supportive of our radio jockeys, but they come and go so fast. It's like the turnover is so high. I always hear a new one, it seems like, all the time. 760 WJR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles. Conservative talk, which is mostly what the AM band is, and that's fine. Because probably most people who have a radio are conservative. There might be some liberals that listen to some FM music, but there are some liberal stations on the AM band for those who are interested. They're out there, depending on your location. Mine location, I have like a couple, like 2. WAUK, the beginning there, and then 820 during the day. wonder what like New York's like.
You talk about bad news. She's battling breast cancer, a double mastectomy.
Here's 770 WABC, New York, New York. Again, 750 miles.
They're part of it.
Always comes in good because it goes over the Great Lakes. So there's a nice clear path to it.
We will go right back to that, and we will be right back.
So I don't want to be overly rough on the president, but I have to say that he is the worst president that we've had in the history of our country. He's destroying our country.
You can depend on us. Enable the 77 WABC Alexa skill at home.
There, I just waited for the call letters, not for somebody to talk political. And we know who somebody is.
77 WABC.
Boom. All right, cool.
Definitely at the airports. This time the FAA is looking into an
780 WBBM Chicago, old time radio shows. That's awesome. Monday through Friday on the weeknights. 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can tune in 780. Nice strong station.
of another plane. No one was injured.
Pretty awesome.
The incident comes as the FAA continues to investigate an Alaska Airlines flight in which a Boeing...
We got a lot to cover yet. Huh. I'm not sure what I'm picking up there.
GreenLightDispensary.com. When you want Chiefs, follow the leader. Sports Radio 810 WHB.
Yeah, I was trying to get in there. I was trying to get in that end zone. A young Pat would have got in.
That's awesome. WHB. Kansas City, Missouri. I don't get this one too often. 400 miles, 5,000 watts. Usually it's WGY overpowers it because I think it's like clear station rules.
Sports Radio 810 WHB.
There you go. Yeah, that's surprising. Okay, cool.
Code Penny. LUNE.
We would speculate that there was a religious that...
So this is WCPT. This is local, Joliet, Illinois, 60 miles away, 1,500 watts. And this way
Talk to us about advertising. 817-3...
is Fort Worth, Texas, 810 miles to the southwest. WBAP.
This is News Talk 820 WBAP, and now on FM at 93.3.
Cold.
Yeah, you think it's cold for them when it's like 50 degrees down in Texas. Here it's like negative 15 Fahrenheit. So for those who do Celsius. Okay, so 8:30. We have WCCO, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles.
It's crucial to recognize the signs in ourselves and those around us.
Titan.com. That's ServiceTitan.com. So much news happening throughout the day. Catch up with what's happening in Louisville on your drive home with Terry Miners this afternoon at 3 on News Radio 840 WHAS.
Cool intro to Ground Zero, 840 WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky.
60, that's 503-225-0860. Great show tonight.
Hands out. You don't have that dynamic tight end. You don't have a good slot receiver. You know, are you going to be able to trade Jerry Jeudy's $13 million to somebody? I don't know. Probably not. So all of a sudden, you've got so many more holes. You need another running back.
Here's a KOA, Denver, Colorado, coming in clear, 890 miles away, up in the mountains, so we do get a good signal from them.
Great outlook.
I have posited that the Broncos, if they don't have really the ammo to get into the top five, and if they don't believe in any of these other.
Got some music on CJBC, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles.
And I think Tua, after playing half the games up in the Northeast, he'll become a cold quarterback. And I think everything will work.
So here is WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles to the south.
You are correct.
What happened to Tua? What was that?
Dust on him.
You know, Bart, I'm going to be 55 years old next week.
Hi, 30 to 34. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Kai Erickson.
Because growing a business keeps you on the go. We've got your bank.
We just missed the weather for New York. This is CBS. Yeah, WCBS, 750 miles.
We've got your bank.
Nice.
Giant Community Bank gives you the digital tools you need to simplify your business banking.
Or severe ED, West Coast Men's Health can help. We don't prescribe pills and
890 WLS Chicago.
we treat the root cause of the problem with...
I gotta go fast. We're 25 minutes in. Alright, I'm just gonna zip up. Let's zip up the dial here.
The miners. They teamed up with a Welsh town in the 1980s during the British miners' strike. Let's take a listen.
In this country, in America, for an American watching this movie, in this country that has so sort of...
CBW Winnipeg, Manitoba, 675 miles.
Right, has
all over, when he makes good decisions, when he's not careless with the football. And by the way,
WMVP, Chicago.
Shout out the crowd there in Buffalo. It's like they live on the
Preset
wall
5.
in Game of Thrones. I mean,
that Joe Biden is exacerbating
KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles.
in many ways curtailed, right? That I'm filling him room.
As we get older, the chances of getting sick is greater, and the risk of
WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts, 880 miles.
It's really important that we have our house and money protected. Phil,
I tell my guests all the time, there will never, ever
Here's WHO, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles to the west.
someone who combines the longevity.
I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
and Diego.
KYW, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles northeast.
Congratulations.
Remind you that God knows exactly what our tomorrows are. And He's going to take...
Here's Little Rock, Arkansas, 570 miles away to the south. KAAY.
If we pray, there are really three answers to our prayers.
WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
He told me the story too, and
The lady speaker is WBBR, Bloomberg Radio, New York, New York.
And so skeptics,
1140 is WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles to the east.
when they ridicule, and then when it happens to them,
It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help.
Bowel blockage, oh. The wham, WHAM. Rochester, New York, 545 miles.
Yes, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess.
I'm going fast.
New Orleans 120. I'm just joking. This was the next day after that dream. And
WPHT, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
could be loose 5.
What's loose on my bearing? Verses 10 and 11, he tells us about the benefits and the blessings of...
Okay. So we're going to go up the band here real quick. This is like the graveyard part. You can spend a lot of time here between 1200 and 1500. So let's just cruise up to 15, say 10.
Known as the Nephilim, these were the giants of old, or the men of renown.
So WLAC, Nashville, Tennessee.
The enemy's purview.
I think it could be coast to coast rebroadcast. I gotta be careful on that. Yeah, WLAC, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles.
Or ruin it. So,
As soon as we are back, CBS Sports Radio.
It's mixing KOKC, Oklahoma City, 690 miles. Got clear for a second.
Here's Sports Make from the land of milk and honey.
WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
Highlight courtesy of 560.
Health benefits. You're going to be checking yourself out. It's like putting gas in your tank.
KXEL, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles.
Messina, New York.
We're almost done. Zip it up here. Let's go to 1610. Music there, CHHA, Toronto. English. That's a first.
For more information, please visit LakeCountyPassage.com or call 847-3777.
Traffic Advisory Radio.
You are listening to WQBR 256. This is the Lake County Passage Highway Travel Advisory Radio, operating on 1620 kHz AM for Monday, January 15th at 7:02 p.m. Attention, motorists. No, on-ice removal operation. It's available now.
Nice, it gave the time. Let's go top of the band.
Worst loss ever. The alleged Super Bowl contender.
KCNZ, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles, 1,000 watts.
MVP.
WQLR, Kalamazoo, Michigan. Alright, we're almost done. WPRR, Grand Rapids, Michigan, 140 miles.
Purchase may apply. Omaha Steak, America's original butcher.
And KBGG, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles with the commercial.
And now you can't afford your mortgage.
A lot of commercials, always at the end of the hour. Okay, so let's go ahead and just turn it off. There it is, the Sangean PR-D14. I love it. It's been a couple of years since I had this radio out on the channel. When I first got the radio 4 years ago, did a review, did a couple band scans then. Then in the middle of that period, I did a couple more band scans, and I figured another 2 years later, I'll do it again. So every 2 years or so, I'll bring this radio out and we'll re-explore it and see what it can do on the AM band. Absolutely fantastic. This is a great radio, guys. I really like it. Yeah, the 4D cells definitely add some weight to it, but 170 hours on 4D cells is nice. They say that in the book. 4 hours per day at normal volume, 170 hours, almost 200 hours. That's pretty good runtime for a digital radio. Gotta love it. So there you are. Give a big like if you like the video and you like the radio. 2, if you like Sangean radios and want to see more reviews and comparisons and band scans like this, just make sure you subscribe at the bell icon. And 3, comment below what you think about the D14. Would it be something you pick up? Would you rather have the D15 with the dual speakers? They're smaller, but they're you get a little more control on the bass treble and 1 kHz tuning. You get a bigger antenna on the inside. It's just what you want. Do you think you'd ever use the USB stick on this thing? You may. So it's one of those things. So you need to read what you guys have to write down there. Okay, take care, guys, and we'll see you in my next video.